Today, we're looking at how to build authority and credibility using social media. Hi, my name's Matt, and I'm really pleased to be talking about this particular subject today, as it's something that's sort of very close to my heart. Now, I left school a very long time ago with no qualifications. I was a school dropout, and I worked on building sites and things like that, doing menial labor jobs. Now, over time, through the use of social media, I've now progressed where I've written a number of books. I've gone back to university and did an MSc in business and marketing, where my dissertation was actually in the perception of expertise through social media. So it's something that I'm very interested in. On top of that, I run my own social media consultancy business. I run some other businesses as well. I've also worked heavily into the platforms personally and built large followings and created lots and lots of viral videos. So here's some for TikTok. Here's some for Facebook. So when I say these things, I'm not just saying them from a point of theory. I am doing these things. I've done these things. And that's kind of the point of the conversation today. That's kind of exactly what we're looking for, because when we talk about this, the truth of the matter is, for anyone to pay any attention to our content, for anyone to want to be part of our community, first you have to answer the core question in their mind, which is, why should I listen to you? Now, it's something that we all do, and it's something that is sort of inherent within us. We want to know that the person that's giving us this information actually understands why they're doing it and what that information means. We want proof. We want to know that what we're being told is accurate. And one of the ways to do that is to use your content to show your level of authority, your level of understanding, and give people reasons as to why they should listen to you. So that leads to our core question. As content creators, as people that are trying to build communities, the question is a very simple one, which is, what can I say that my competitors cannot? Now, if you're enjoying this content, please do me a favor, take a second, subscribe, press the bell notification. We give lots and lots of value in these videos, and it's all completely free. So if you want to look to grow your social media channels, if you want to learn about how to create really powerful content that's actually going to be heard and seen above the noise, then please subscribe, click the bell notification. Now, when we're building profiles for our clients and for the ones that I've done for myself, they follow a similar procedure. Now, this is something that you're welcome to try as well and see how it works for you. So what we do is we list a number of different things. Okay, and this is an exercise that you can take time over, and it's very worthwhile. So what we do is we build a list and we answer some certain things like, what skills do you have? Okay. What awards, certification do you have? What accreditation do you have? Are you affiliated to any bodies, any sort of recognized organizations, things like that? Okay, who have you learned from, both directly and indirectly? Okay. What are you passionate about? So what gets you up in the morning? What drives you to do the things that you do? Where have you spoken? What books, articles have you written or are going to? Okay. What have you done, in essence? What have you done to lead you to this point in time? What can you show me to show that you have the authority to speak about this particular topic, to be in this particular niche, right? Now, for some people, they're just starting out and they haven't got that inbuilt authority, if you like. They haven't got that inbuilt history of that particular profession, that particular place. And that's fine, because there are two ways to look at this. Number one, you could really go deep into your niche and you can say, well, I may not be an authority across the board, but I'm certainly an authority on this very specific thing. And so that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is a longer term play, which is to actually start doing things now and then documenting those. So I talk about documentation in a previous video where I talk about the sort of 10 best content types that are working this year. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in somewhere. So go and have a watch of that as well. Now, when we talk about this, what we're talking about is basically saying do stuff, right? So why do I listen to some of the top names in the industry? Why do I listen to the Gary V's and the Grant Cardones and the Steve Bartletts and all these kind of people? Why do I listen to them? Well, simple really, because they have done it and they are given proven strategies that we know can work because they already have. So if we're talking about that sort of thing, then we need to also start building those blocks to that expertise positioning by doing these things. So if you're talking about whatever it is, whatever your niche is, then you want to start building credibility and authority within that by doing things, right? And that compounds over time. So that's the second part of that you can do. Now, the third part on this is what you can do is you can look to place yourself alongside other people who already have that authority within that niche, within that particular area that you're working within. Now, again, that isn't necessarily as easy as you would think, but the time as you start building, as you start gaining confidence, as you start creating content that has great value, as you start building your communities, you will naturally start gravitating towards certain people, and hopefully those people are also going to be authorities and they're going to give you that extra level because you're seen to be at that table, if you will. Okay, so those are just a couple of suggestions, but we've got to start at the beginning by building. So go through the list that I gave you. Establish where your strengths are, because when all is said and done, you may not be the world's best footballer or the best scientist or the best horticulturalist or the best pop singer. It doesn't matter, because what you are is the very best version of you. And there are people out there that want to hear you. They want to hear your experiences. They want to hear your challenges. They want to hear your version of things, right? So focus on that. Focus on how you as an individual or a business or an entity can resonate with your community in that authority position that is authentic